RIT that they are the team that they should be on the lookout for. So this is going to be an important game to University of Arlington to really take and hopefully, continue on to showcase that they are in that top 2 rankings for a reason.
I have to agree. Rider University might be looking to dethrone Arlington a little bit, or at least, knock them down a seed or 2. But as these teams are going to be coming out, no shield tanks coming out onto the field.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised coming in, especially since we've seen a little bit more of that brawling coming in, but it looks like we will be seeing more of that dive coming in from both teams, so it is just going to be a lot of, communication for both teams to really have that target prioritization for these comps.
Immediately, Lortler going onto those backlines, trying to focus onto the Ana, diving out of the way before they get hit by the anti-nade, but already Nifty Bean getting taken down. Going to be Rider University, who are already on the back foot. That's Zarya getting thrown into a corner, hacked up. Nothing you can do against Ultra Polito when they seek out for you.
Oh man, yeah, they are coming in with a full, just really tearing up that backline right now. UTA really needs to, Rider University really needs to find a counter for this Doomfist that is just tearing up that backline, or else they're not going to be able to do much coming into this next fight.
We'll see if Rider University can perhaps change things up a little bit, since Vince finally going to be getting a remech, but a lot of time spent not in mech, not building up that ult charge, and Ranger going to be pushed right into a wall, taken down early on. Ultra Polito going to be seeing that McCree actually kind of surfing on the D.Va top there for a moment. Does he get the D-mech with the help of Super Juice? That's Zenyatta able to deal just so much damage, and now Since again out of mech.
Oh man, yeah, this is going to be another reset coming in with Since going back down, and here it is, the cleanup coming in from UTA. Wow, this duo coming in from Ultra Polito and Loiteral just is something to be reckoned with right now, and Rider University really need to find a counter to it. We are going to spawn door challenge now. Oh no. What?
And the EFP is going to go out. Dez catches 2, and with that, might just be enough. Ultra Polito dangerously low, however, able to get away with a simple punch, able to mitigate and reposition themselves, and now UT Arlington still not giving Rider University too much space.
Yeah, Rider University is in a bit of a pickle right now, especially since, we have ult online, but not quite yet. We really need Ranger to get that EMP, and it's only 75% of the way done right now.
It's going to be tough given the vigilance of UT Arlington. Lortler as well, not getting too pressured down by Ranger. As now we look here, we see Zariku trying to lean in with their D.Va, but so far not feeling too hard of an engagement. Finally, Rider University going to be getting some point presence. The High Noon coming out, doesn't take down anybody, and Ultra Polito apparently pulling a little bit of a chip, so they're going to be throwing themselves off the map. And with this, Soggy getting the nano boost, not able to deliver as much as they need to. The kill's not coming through. The grab going to be locking everybody down, courtesy of Star Riku. EMP goes out, but not able to really be capitalized upon too quickly, as that D.Va bump does force a little bit of separation. Rider University now just having their members picked apart, and with that, looks like Arlington are good for this first map.
Yeah, first map going to UTA Arlington, but I'm really hoping that Rider University recognizes these threats coming in, especially Ultra Politos, excuse me. I know that they have that McCree, but maybe it just wasn't enough. Maybe we will see more of Nifty Bean going to the Brig, potentially. More of that shield batching. We are going to go to the change of the map. I was hoping to say shield bash anti coming into those flankers, Ultra Polito, but doesn't look like we are going to be seeing that. Instead, we're going to go with the Immortality build. Hopefully, that'll be enough to keep the team alive, to build those ultimates. I would say that Rider University was just in, a loss of the ult advantage for that whole last round.
Certainly, it did seem to affect their mental when they got pushed all the way back, but we'll see if Arlington gives them that same courtesy going into University, as now Rider going to be rolling out here with the McCree, with the Tracer, and now the Brig deal with that Doomfist, or rather, did decide that perhaps the CC was a little bit more valuable than otherwise. McCree now trying to wear down that Lucio. The Doomfist turns around the edge, focuses right onto Soggy, but Soggy throws out the flashbang, catches the projected barrier. Ultra Polito now has a little bit more free range on point, trying to take down a Ranger. Can't quite find the cooldowns, and Ranger will get the win, but when Super Juice comes in, Ranger drops.
Oh man, yeah, that was a fight just really going to Arlington. Just the communication and the target prioritization is just so strong coming in. I am happy to see TMR going into having that brick. I'm hoping that that'll help out with Ultra Polito's Doomfist. That is just really tearing up the backline coming in.
As we can see now, Star Riku trying to take that lead. There's, again, no shields available for this team. Tries to get the projected barrier onto TM Ryan, just can't quite find it. As now Super Juice throws out the amplification matrix, looking to really put down the hurt. The Tracer in the backline quickly gets turned upon. Super Juice playing excellently on this Baptiste.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking that they are, Nifty Bean is holding her Valkyrie to really have that engagement coming in, but I was hoping to see maybe a switch onto the Ana with the Brig. I don't think that the Mercy right now is getting as much value as they really need. They need that damage output coming in, and even the Zenyatta in health with TM Ryan would be really helpful coming in with against Arlington.
As we see Lortler now lining up with the Earth Shatter, nothing really to block it, save maybe a very skilled projected barrier coming in from Star Riku or self barrier. It does actually block it. Star Riku playing excellently there. I don't want to say I'm big brain, but I pretty much called that, and now UT Arlington caught a little bit out. They're having a little bit tougher time keeping themselves alive, but now looks like they're flailing around. That F-Boss not able to get as much either. Des trying to chase down that Tracer, can't quite lock on those shots, just a little bit too far, but once again, Super Juice to the rescue.
Wow, what a great hold coming in from that bubble, but it just wasn't enough as Arlington recaps that very quickly, only allowing Rider University only 7% of that cap. Wow. You know what, it's all going to come up to, that gravitation, the grab coming in favor of Rider University as we are approaching last fight territory right now for Waltham.
Certainly are, and it's going to be Sinsfist going in deep, trying to cause some sort of disruption, but the rest of their team gets locked down by the grab, and they're going to get picked apart. Rider University, very little opportunity to make any sort of a change here. TM Ryan trying to get on the point, can't make it happen. Colby celebrating with a sound barrier.
Oh man, Arlington just had that coordination in each fight. The coordination, even allowing, having that understanding to allow Ryder to take the point for a few seconds and then just coming right back. And here it is, Super Juice getting that deadly Zenyatta, ultra gameplay of the game here. I'm a fan of the, bloodthirsty Zenyatta. And here it is. Oh, what a nasty right click coming in favor there. But man, I gotta say that maybe the support lineup for Arlington had a little bit more favored with the damage output coming, or the Discord. The Discord is just so powerful, and as powerful as Mercy's Blue Beam is, it just, oh man, it just wasn't enough. I gotta say that the damage output, Arlington had that up, as well as just the coordination coming into that fight. So I'm hoping for the next map, Rider University recognizes those players that really need to be dealt with and kind of change the course of action of maybe some of their comp, as well as how to counter those threats to the team.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to run this nail into the ground here, but Ryder going against the Zenyatta with no shielding, you're going to be taking a consistent, I believe it's 30% more damage just from the Discord Orb on whoever the Zenyatta deems should die next. It's going to be really rough, especially, you talk about the Mercy Beam versus the Zenyatta Orb. Mercy Beam does, I believe, 50% more with onto one player, but Zenyatta's 30% more from every single other person. So you get a little bit more focus there. It's a little bit more effective than that single blue Mercy Beam.
Yeah, 100%. And Arlington, they just had the target prioritization that whole fight, to where I'm sure that, Super Juice was telling his teams like, hey, so-and-so's Discord, and everybody was just following up on that. And I gotta say, that was what was really the success coming in from Arlington. Even when they were low, Rider University picked off a couple of their teammates, still the target prioritization was there for the rest of the remaining teams that were remaining players that were alive to, pick off the rest of the team. So I have to see more target prioritization coming in from Rider University.
Yeah, and I don't want to overplay the Zenyatta, right? Because Super Juice on the Baptiste was also really good. It felt like every time there was a Tracer who tried to get into the backline, Super Juice was just there with the response, ready to mow down anybody. It was great.
I agree. Especially, I'm a support player myself, so I love seeing those support players being able to peel off for, that Tracer being a little bit of a mosquito in the backline trying to pick you off. And I definitely think that, again, was part of their part of the success coming in for that last map, that both his support players were able to peel off of each other and really deny the backline poke for Riders University.
Certainly have to agree. We'll see if things change up as we go to Numbani. Looks like UT Arlington is going to be first on the attack here. Rider University going to be defending.
Ooh, yeah, I do love Numbani. It is more, I love that first point, that it's a vertical map, so we probably will see a little bit more of the dive coming in, as it does look like we are going to see a Diva Hammond coming to play. I really like the Hammond, especially since, if played right, it just creates such havoc and chaos in the backlines for, the rest of your team when you have that, the Genji or the Doomfist to really play off of and build those ultimates coming in.
And now it will be Ryder's turn to have no shields on the opposing team. If Gallantry is able to build up those Earthshatter's going to get some big slams, but that will come in time, as it looks like these teams can be very similar, with the difference of one support and one tank, the Reinhardt versus the Wrecking Ball, the Brig versus the Mercy. We'll see which one comes up a little bit more beneficial as these teams do roll out. UT Arlington going to be trying to take this high ground, it seems. Maybe a little bit of a split push here. Creed's trying to debate whether they want to go with their Genji or not. Mortler as well, creeping around in that clothing's boutique, and Rider University seem content to just let them spread out, let them disperse, as Gallantry tries to swing onto this high ground, throw in those fire strikes as necessary, actually gets knocked off the high ground. That means that Arlington's going to have it basically free. No contest can happen up there. Both the supports have been taken down, and Rider going to be literally bleeding for this one. The dash is coming through from Ultra Toledo, going to be ensuring the kills come through.
Oh man, what a devastating push-off for, a successful push-off for in favor of Arlington, but a devastating one coming in from Rider University. Having that Reinhardt on the payload and then having his back away for Des to just hack him. Great initiation engagement coming from Arlington, as they are going to have 5 minutes plus on this clock as they're capping this point. Rider University really low in the ultimate is ready, but Soggy going to the Tracer, hoping to deal with that backline a little bit more.
Soggy definitely need to focus that backline a little bit more. Ultra Toledo taking a nap that immediately put into the dirt. Rider University really having the target focus when it mattered there. Ranger getting the kill, and now UT Arlington might have to back up a little bit. They don't want to go into this fight too weak, as the second point can really be detrimental if you lose it. See Soggy so dangerously low, but Nifty Bean going to be giving them a quick heal. Soggy going to be throwing a little bit of damage towards that Wrecking Ball as well, but UT Arlington still has the opportunity to move the car.
They still have that an opportunity, but an EMP is coming up here for Des right now, and following up with mines coming in. Wow.
We see Soggy continuing to try to chase this Wrecking Ball. Going to be dangerously low, but managing to get back with their team. The Super Juice does receive the Pulse Mine, though, as Rangers just trying to receive all the healing they can. Going to be that Diva Bomb separating everybody, and Ryan gets the worst of it.
Wow, Arlington is just utilizing these all so great right now, splitting the team and having those, diving players take advantage of those splits coming off. This is definitely going to be a second cap coming in favor of Arlington right now. Coming up, not sure anybody can touch this payload right now.
It will not be anybody contesting, although Gallantry certainly tries. That Reinhardt not going to be long for this world.
Oh man, I'm hoping that... Oh, the hack coming in, but no! Crate still does get the kill on the Ana, which will definitely be devastating once again as Rider University is forced to do another reset coming in. But we have ultimates for this fight. This is going to be a fight of the EMPs coming in. Which support line will be able to save, the team from these deadly EMPs, or which team is able to fumble up on them.
Even more, or perhaps just as important, Ultra Toledo and Super Juice have those ultimates to combo. It's going to be the final nail in the coffin, perhaps, here for Rider, as we see Ultra Toledo getting ready, going up into the air. Gets hacked, though, doesn't get the ability to pull out the blade, and with that, Super Juice does throw out the EMP, but it doesn't quite connect, as now we see Rider trying their best to stick into the ground. A great catch from Vince there on that one. Now, with the quicker response, Rider University has an opportunity to stabilize and get themselves in a good position. Pulse Bomb goes wide from Soggy, doesn't find anything, but Ranger able to get the punch into the face of Super Juice, as Ryan now going to be taken down. Both Anas out of this fight, now both supports out of the fight for UT Arlington. This fight goes along, it's going to be only looking better and better for Rider as they get those respawns and they lack the healing on their opponent's head. Now, however, the blade comes out and Ultra Toledo looking to cut everybody up.
Oh, and they do. Is this going to be enough to get past this third point right now? Oh, Ana is on payload, trying to keep the team alive, but no! stalls are coming out, but will this be enough right now? Monkey is the only one on the payload right now.
Rangers are going to be eating an anti-nade, trying their best, has to jump over a minefield, though does not survive the jump. Super Juice there to greet them, and a third point there to greet the cart.
Oh man, even though Rider University had the spawn advantage coming in for that last point, it just was not enough. Monkey coming in, I gotta say the target focus coming in from Arlington is just so deadly. 3:55 on the clock and counting, and as deadly as Super Juice's Zen was, his Ana, those antis were just allowing the team to really that consistent green light that, you know, the team really needs, especially with this dive-centric comp that they have going on.
Yeah, very impressive. UT Arlington only 5 seconds less in their time bank than they started with.
Ooh.
Of course, they started with 4 minutes. They're going to be pretty happy about that, but Rider University now has to try to match.
Certainly, they have to get 3 points to even continue on to this. And, ooh, a Ferret coming online. I do like that. It looks like we're actually going to go double Air Force in for Riders University. So we will see if Dez, will be hacking those folks out of the sky, and if it'll be enough to take this first point for UT Arlington's defense.
Rider University might be trying to keep out of Hack's reach from Dez, but we'll see if they'll be able to succeed in that. Lortler still debating their pick for UT Arlington on that main tank as a ways to walk if they're going to be going with the Sigma, which seems like they will.
Yeah, it does seem like that. Yeah, well, they really have to take a look out for Dez's deadly hacks because, man, they were getting just some crazy hacks that just was a green light for the team to just bounce on from there.
As we see here, since Vince on this fire are going to be looking to contest this high ground, immediately trying to get some damage, but Dez in the backline immediately takes down Orion. That is a great start. Yithimine being forced to use that res, meaning that they can't keep that Pharah as healed, they can't keep the Mercy tethered to her as much. And Ryan on this Zenyatta, I like the theory, you get to keep that Discord Orb on from afar, but weakens you up quite a bit when it comes to getting jumped on by something like a Genji or a Sombra. Right now, Ranger a little bit out of their depth right now, gets caught out without their team, without the Zarya bubble. And right now, UT Arlington seem to have the lid on this plot.
Yeah, they have to reset and sustain if they don't want to be, counted against, especially having key players like Ranger down for that. Oh, but Soggy gets that pick off of Ultra Poiloto, so hopefully that'll be the green light that Rider needs for this next fight.
They're going to be trying to push, but they can't quite seem to find it, especially as since Vince falls. Super Juice having a little bit too much accuracy with those hit scan capabilities. Nifty being going to be bringing out the res, trying to keep their team alive. Super Juice investing the nano now onto Crease. Going to be jumping right onto the Zenyatta, immediately deleting Ryan's excellent precision there. Trying to find the Mercy, but instead just throws the Diva Ball out. Doesn't find anything, it does not, but gives them an instant rematch.
Oh man, UT Arlington is just really taking advantage that Rider University really staggered themselves, really stayed within that small corner area instead of really backing out to spawn, and UT Arlington really took advantage of that, already having Dez's EMP, so this is going to be a deadly fight, especially for two Air Forces coming in, Soggy on the Echo and Since Vince on the Pharah.
And immediately that Sigma getting focused on, or attempted to, Soggy remitting that focusing beam when the Sigma wasn't quite half health, instead just eating an accretion for the benefit of that Echo. But the Sombra in the backline has the EMP, might drop it and focus down Orion. A weak target is the Zenyatta who gets hit by the EMP. No shields, no Discord. As now Ranger going to be popping that Primal, trying to knock everybody off the high ground. Dez not even needing to, does commit the EMP as a matter of fact. Going to be locking it down since Vince and the Zenyatta, not much else. Lortler trying to get some rocks. They increase, a little bit optimistic to hit the aerial targets, but still going to be surviving their team.
Oh man, I'm not sure. We do have quite a bit of balls coming in from Rider University right now. I'm sure that they are just ready to coordinate, and it's going to be up to UT Arlington to play this defensive coming in, but Rider University really needs to recognize that Super Juice is in that corner just uncontested this whole time. They need to really do something about Super Juice because he is just keeping the team alive, keeping the team healed up for each of these fights coming in.
Especially true as they have the Nano Blade combo online. The blade comes out, it goes wide, Nifty Bean getting hit right out of the sky as the Valkyrie comes through. The question is, will the Transcendence be enough? Soggy now going to bring out a blade of their own, trying to hack away, but it's onto the tanks of Arlington, who do survive in the most minor form. It's going to be Creep throwing out the Diva Bomb just to get remexed. Lortler's the only one who falls.
Oh man, yeah, we are coming into last fight territory here, and with Des having that EMP online right now, Arlington University getting those picks, pushing Ryder into resetting here. Since Vince has that Pharah ult, but I'm not sure if that'll be alive, especially with UT Arlington's consistent target focus. We are gonna have to use all of these, Ranger is gonna have to even matrix the we are going to put a lot of resources into this barrage to make it hopefully success. We have to cap something right now.
Oh, and since Vince getting a little bit too cocky there, Des tracing their steps every time. Now Des gonna be throwing out the EMP, locking everybody down. No abilities to get towards a point. Be looking to use that SMG, and since Vince gets another lease on life, trying to make something happen with this Varro, we're getting focused down by the D.Va, not going to be able to find too much. Creed's now here trying to reinforce onto the mortar, knocking her away from point. It's all up to Ranger on this D.Va, but you can only do so much as that overtime clock ticks.
Oh man, and yeah, this map does seem to go to University of Arlington as we celebrate with that last rock onto the ball of this point. Oh man, I was really disappointed. Pharah's ult could be a great ult, even if you got one. If you traded your life for one kill, that would be so beneficial, but I think that he just shot it a little bit too soon. The team wasn't there enough. We could have even had the monkey come in, distract the full team, and then barrage in. I gotta say that it just was a little bit too late and wasn't utilized as it should have, especially in that last fight territory that they had to get something to be able to move forward.
As well, you have that Sombra who can be anywhere on the map. You have to expect that she might have eyes on you, might even have the opportunity to hack you out of your barrage, and that's not a spot you want to be in if you're a Pharah.
No, 100%. I was a little surprised we weren't really spy checking on the side of Riders University as well. Des was just coming in with a vengeance and just harassing the backline, and I gotta say, he was just not countered. And that was really devastating coming in for Riders University for even trying to get a clean engage to cap the point.
Yeah, it certainly seems to be the case. Rider University riding the struggle bus just a little bit, but they're going to get another chance on the other end of this break. UT Arlington versus Rider. We'll be right back. UT Arlington, Rider University, 2-0 what else really needs to be said other than I'm Sir Waltham? That's Tropic Theory, and we're here to bring you what might potentially be the last map of this matchup. Tropic, it's been a rough one for Ryder so far.
It has been a rough one, but, you know, I'm sure that they still really want this, and we are headed on Volskaya to where they have to win this to even potentially go to the reverse sweep right now. UTA coming in really strong for each map here, so I'm excited to see what they have to come. But Rider University, oh man, I'm hoping that this time around they've had a moment to breathe for a break, and they come in with a clean, a fresh mind coming into this next fight, and we see a little bit more of a coordinated fight coming in for the team.
Yeah, I'm certainly hoping so. It looks like Rider University going to be starting off on that defense, and so disappointing to see Rider University, the team whose school colors are red, not be on the red side. I know it's a very small thing, but I hate it every time. No shields on their side either, so once again, I love talking about how these shatters can just go free.
Yeah, I am surprised, especially on the defense side, is knowing, the potential coming in from Loiterer to have these shatters and not having, the shield at all. So we have to get picks coming in from the double sniper coming for Rider University. It has to be, they have to get a pick, or else, this could be another free push for Arlington.
And picks are exactly what they're going for with those double snipers, Sagi and Stariku. Gonna try to find something, but it's Stariku gonna take it down immediately, and now Sagi trying to hold down these lanes, but there's only so much you can do when one of your biggest damage dealers is out of the fight. Bowler now swinging heavy, trying to just barrel in. They're actually getting moved even faster on the point. Sagi does take down Dez. And UT Arlington gonna have a little bit of a tougher time here, but nobody told Lortler that as they just swing for the fence.
Oh man, yeah, they're just making a full force onto the point right now. Oh, you'll be capping in favor of UT Arlington. Ball's just trying to get a little bit of hold it out, but it's not looking like in favor of Rider University. Man, they are just playing so staggered right now and just not together. And I'm hoping that they coordinate these use of abilities to control the tempo a little bit more, because UT Arlington is just having full control of the tempo for each fight tonight.
Now, as we see here, UT Arlington looking to waste no time getting towards that high ground. They have the amplification matrix. Gallantry getting caught out a little bit. And Sagi, again, or Ultra Polito rather, trying to get those damaging headshots in. They have the amplification matrix. Should they have anybody within that line of sight? The Super Juice in the meantime going to be playing with it as well. Dez taking a little bit of a ride, catching Sins the Vince out with that Deadeye, and now things are looking very good. Not even paying attention to Sagi, does not clearly think that they're that much of a threat. Sagi does however take down Ultra Polito, so they get something.
Yeah, it does. They get a little something with a hello from Sagi. As we are capping this last point here, are they going to be able to maintain a little bit of point pressure?
The contest is coming through. It's going to be the Wrecking Ball. Gallantry dropping the minefield, but there's nobody to contest. Save the Baptiste Ranger trying their hardest, try as they might, eventually going to be falling. Sagi will meet a similar fate. The Mines not able to help out.
Ooh, 5 minutes on the clock in favor of UT Arlington, and we're heading to see how Rider University is going to hold here. It does seem like the team, is a little bit frustrated now. I'm seeing them play a lot more flustered than we've seen them in the earlier matches, and so I'm hoping that, they take a moment, take a couple breaths, and come in with more, or they, put the tilt behind, unfortunately. It is a little frustrating when, you have these matches where, we're struggling a little bit, but, we have to push past that, because mentals has such a strong effect of how you play Overwatch. So I'm hoping that they push past that, and this attack coming in will be a little bit more coordinated, a little bit more, having that target focus, because that'll really get them into at least cap this point into the next point as we, hopefully go on to, 2-2.
Now, here's my theory, Tropic, all right? You're talking about the mental, right? And I think Ryder are trying their best to combat mental. And what do you do that? You have fun. How do you have fun? You switch roles. We're seeing Nifty Beat on tank. We're seeing Ranger on support. It's all coming together.
You know what? You're right. You are completely right. And since we're having fun, maybe I will see my favorite thing. And since Vince will go Falcon, Ranger will support them with a Nano. And we might see what I love, a Nano developing Mercy, Battle Mercy.
That would certainly be the BM to change UT Arlington's tone just a little bit, but Rider University going to be going off on the attack, leading in with that Sombra. Ultra Polito, of course, holding these angles, and it looks like Ultra Polito and Saki kind of have an understanding here. They're going to go Widow 1v1, so at least attempting to, trying to force down each other, not really finding anything, though. Polito sees eyes on the Ana, doesn't quite have the opportunity to take the shots. Ranger still has to be careful, especially since Vince does fall out. Mercy not going to be going into Valk anytime soon, as she has been put into the ground instead.
Oh man, yeah. We are getting a little bit of point pressure right here, though. Or? Ooh.
Whereas Nifty Beat now trying to make some sort of headway with their tank in Gallantry. As Gallantry tries to swing, but just gets bopped on the head from Colby with that boop. Unable to find too much damage. And Sagi kind of holding up in the corner like it's a zombie survival horror game.
Yeah, it does seem like that. And somehow they're able to get out of there alive thanks to, since Vince on the Mercy. But no, they do go down, unfortunately. We have some ults coming up potentially for Rider University. Gallantry is very close to that shatter, so hopefully that'll be the opening that we get a big shatter and we're able to push forward in this point. But they gotta watch their heads with Dez's High Noon coming forward.
And Sagi seems to be looking out for that Widowmaker. It seems like this is business between Sagi and Polito. Super Juice taking down Nifty Bean. Means that Arlington again has that advantage. Gonna be Widow versus Widow here as they're trying to find the advantage over one another. Neither one really seeming to lock it in here as Ryder again taking losses left and right. Gallantry going for an aggressive pin, can't find it, instead getting stunned out, tossed into the air, caught up by a High Noon, hit with a Nano. Gallantry's the center of the show right now, and I'm not sure they like it.
Ooh, I am not sure. Oh, but he gets the shatter off!
Huge shatter followed up by a huge anti-nade, getting 3 from the side of Arlington. But the question is, will there be any follow-up? No. Arlington able to kite back, mitigate all of that damage, and now with the D.Va getting D-Max, Nifty Bean in an uncomfortable spot along with their supports.
Oh man, again, we're just seeing how Arlington is just really controlling this pace, recognizing when they need to kite back, sustain a bit, and then push forward, even through that barrage of ults. Gallantry getting that massive massive shatter along with the anti coming in from Ranger, but still just wasn't enough, with not enough target focus coming in from, the team to follow up on that. But, ooh, nice shot. Coming in, not enough to, get the headshot, though.
Yeah, just a show of dominance, perhaps.
Show
gonna
of
be
dominance.
going in Viz, caught out by the flashbang. Dez not getting fooled by. You have to wake up a little bit earlier than that, Starku. As now Dez looking to lead in, throw those shots into the D.Va, keep the Matrix up or keep the D.Va under pressure. Either one will be fine by Dez. Gonna be the sound barrier coming out. UT Arlington now trying to deal with the Reinhardt and succeeding, might I add, as now there's only a minute left in their time.
Oh man, yeah, we are gonna be heading off to Last Fight Territories as EMP comes out!
Very questionable there, but in the end it will be Sagi once again trying to duel out with Polito and not finding a whole lot of anything.
Oh man, I'm disappointed to see that, Star utilize that EMP so early, especially since we are in the Last Fight territory here. But
Sagi, Polito definitely got a thing going on here, and Sagi getting the headshot on the Polito. May not have been necessary, they were already pretty weak, but Polito probably not going to mind that. The other side's going to be coming out from Sagi. The hack tries to go on the Creeps, but Creeps quick to fire back, making sure that they mitigate that hack and break it. The big flux coming in from a Lortler. The High Noon combo gets 2, the 3rd from the D.Va bomb, and the hammer makes it 4. And Sagi's just kind of there, man.
Yeah, Sagi saying hi to everybody, and Lorder makes Dez's High Noon the highest of noons to win the match today in favor of UT Arlington. So congratulations on your win, Arlington.
Yeah, Arlington definitely looking pretty good here. We're going to be seeing the play of the game brought to you by Dez, throwing him in the coffin, and that feels very fitting for Ryder right about now.
Ooh, and there it is, the highest of noons coming in, waiting patiently, and then stepping through. Whew, gnarly.
Certainly have to agree with that one. As you can see, the Widowmaker just trying to dance around. Of course, Sagi not going to be caught out at the very end of that fight. But overall, looks like Rider University definitely having a good time there. And their Widowmaker, got a couple kills onto UT 100%. Arlington, so there's something to be said for that.
1v1 Widow duels are always fun too. So especially ending in the map like that. great show all around. But congratulations, UT Arlington, for your win. Definitely securing that spot at Ring 2. Hoping to get back to that contender scene. And I'm sure that, RIT is looking sane and, know that they have a contender with UT Arlington.
Yeah, UT Arlington definitely showing their fangs here, looking to be aggressive and finding that aggression in spades. It's going to be 3-0 over Rider University. But don't go, folks. We're not quite done. We'll be having our last interview of the night or evening, depending on your location. So stick around. We'll be here after the break. Well, folks, there was action. There was a little bit of laughs, and we're here to finally put a nice, neat bow on UT Arlington versus a Rider. And we're here now in the interview booth. We're sitting here with Super Juice, the support player for UT Arlington. So, Super Juice, hello, welcome, and
Yo,
congratulations.
thanks.
Now, we saw you on a couple different heroes throughout this series, throughout these three maps. Do you have a preferred? We saw the BAP, we saw the Zen. What's your favorite?
Mostly Zen, but I would like to play Ana if he gets a buff.
Oh,
Ooh, I am right there with you, Super Juice. I'm hoping that Anna gets a buff, but whoo, man, I love seeing such a bloodthirsty support line, getting those kills, making those plays, and you definitely showcase yourself tonight. How have you prepared leading up to that to make those plays as a support player? You know, making plays to win the fight for that round.
I don't aim train, but I do practice a little bit on other games that have aim intensive training, so that helps a lot. And we do practice playing dive comps with Zen and with BAP, so those help too.
Nice. So just different types of practice all around from individual to team. But UT Arlington is ranked 2 right now. I'm sure that you guys have your eye on RTI, the rank number 1. So how has the team been preparing for that to hopefully or dethrone the rank number 1 team, RIT?
I think the individual skill is there. I just think we need to get our comms up a little bit better, and I think we'll be fine.
Nice. Well, I'm looking forward to when you all play.
Thank you.
yeah. And Super Juice, I think that's about all we have. A quick interview for what most would consider a quick match. But before we let you go, do you want to give the opportunity for any shout outs you feel might be necessary for your friends, teammates, family, wherever?
Shout outs to Ryder's Widow, bro.
Fair enough. We definitely enjoyed watching the Widow v. Widow happen every once in a while. But for now, Super Juice, we will say until next time, we hope to see the next fun match between you and your opponents.
Yep.
And with that, Tropic, we are just about ready to wrap things up here for our final match of the night, UT Arlington versus Rider University, going 3-0 in favor of Arlington. Not too surprising given the dominance of Arlington, but still, Rider gave us a show and gave us some things to watch out for, so we appreciate them for that. For those of you who just tuned in with us, we will be back next week for some more collegiate Overwatch action. But for now, I've been Sir Waldem, and that has been Tropic Theory. You can catch us at the Twitter handles below. Until next time, we hope to see you then, but stay safe, everybody.